Dallas is about to crown its first Gundam TCG Regional champion. And I'm calling it now, Green-Blue Aggro is going to win it all. The Dallas Regional at Bandai Card Fest is this Saturday, September 20th. I'll be there. It's the first big stage for Gundam TCG in the US and the perfect place to test which deck really rules the meta. Today I'll break down the decks that matter most, the matchups that will decide the event, and why I think Green-Blue Aggro is the deck to beat. Heading into Dallas, the meta is clear. I expect Green-Blue Aggro to be the most played deck in the room, with Wing Gundam Zero close behind it, followed by Red-Blue-Ping and White-Blue, to have a smaller representation but a good chunk. Wing has been the safe, consistent choice ever since the set 1 launched, but Green-Blue Aggro is putting up some strong numbers both here and in Japan, and I don't think that's a coincidence. The strength of Green-Blue Aggro is speed. It floods the board, uses awesome keywords, unit to slip past blockers using armor roll by resting, and cracks bases before control decks can even stabilize. Against Wing Gundam Zero, this matchup looks great. Wing wants to have time to set up, but Aggro doesn't give it that time. That makes every Wing player vulnerable, and even if they're experienced. Against Red-Blue-Ping, things are closer. Ping has the tools to pick apart your early birds due to the low health, and if those line up, it gets tricky. But I still think the matchup sits close to 50-50. With a strong curve and the right pilots, Green-Blue Aggro can just push through and steal those wins. Against the blue-white decks, Aggro is pretty on par. I would say very similar, but has a slight advantage compared to the Ping deck. If the blue-white player doesn't land any of those early blockers, it is game over. They're going to get steamrolled before their late game ever matters. That's why I think Green-Blue Aggro is the best position deck. Against the mirror, the player that generally goes second is going to win, because you can drop 2 of your 1-drop units right at the beginning. So your first unit is going to be the Zaku that gives you +3 attack power. So you pop your shield already, and then your second unit is going to go and hit in that shield. And that's just a great start. That's why I think Green-Blue Aggro is the best position deck for Dallas. Now, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for Gundam TCG, Star Wars Unlimited, and Riftbound. Also, don't forget to hype my video. That's the new feature that YouTube has introduced. Just swipe on the comments, you'll see a hype button. I'll appreciate it. Now, let's talk about Japan. We've already seen Green-Blue Aggro put up some results overseas. That's worth noting because Japanese meta right now is really leaning on the aggressive side, while the US tends to lean more on the mid-range and other TCGs control. Even with that difference, the success of Aggro in Japan proves the deck has raw power, no matter the environment. Dallas might have a slightly slower room overall, but Aggro doesn't need a perfect field. It just needs the curve out and pressure before control can stabilize, or mid-range can bring their large units. So here's my call. Green-Blue Aggro will be the most played deck in Dallas. Wing Gundam Zero will be the second most represented. But when the dust settles, I think Green-Blue Aggro wins the event. It's fast, it's punishing, and forces every opponent to have perfect answers on time. And if they don't, Aggro closes the game before the other decks ever get to do their thing. I am curious also to see what the top 8 is going to be. It's almost 100% chance that I think we're going to see blue in every color combination in the top 8, specifically with Amuro Ray. And if that is the case, does blue need to get nerfed? Or does Amuro Ray need to get banned? So stay tuned for the next video. We'll look at the results and discuss, does Amuro Ray need to get banned? Anyways, guys, that's my prediction for Dallas. But I want to hear from you. Which deck do you think takes the first regional in the United States? Drop your pick in the comments and let's compare notes after the event. I'll see you in Dallas. Peace.